Hey everyone, please just ignore the ugly hanging strings of my shirt that I did not notice. Anyways, so today we're talking about the wonderful squat. The squat is one of the most beneficial exercises that I know, not just for riding, but I mean in general. It's an awesome exercise. Now one of the most common things I see is people just do not sit back enough. They're not engaging their glutes. And in addition to that, they're not keeping their heart up to the sky, they're not keeping their chest up, they're just kind of doing a squat-ish motion, and they're just working maybe a little bit of their quads, but they're really not engaging the glutes, you're not engaging the core, not engaging the back, and you're just missing the point of the exercise. So what I'm showing you here is that although I want you to really sit back with your hips and keep your chest up, you want to start in a neutral position. Start really straight, and then stack your spine one vertebrae at a time, and then keep it that way. Now a lot of people will actually stop right here. This is a little more rare, but a lot of people will stop right here. This isn't really doing much. You want to sit a lot lower than that. And a lot of people will actually stop right here. This is probably the most common one I see. This again is not low enough. You may not be able to go as low as I'm about to show you due to flexibility and that sort of thing, but just work your way up to where you can get this low or even lower. My form isn't perfect here. I'm actually tipping a little bit too far forward with my chest. I hadn't quite warmed up yet, so I'll show you a better squat form a little later in the video. And as you can see, as I'm coming up, I'm flexing my glutes the entire time. I'm engaging them the entire time. Trust me, the first time you do a squat where you actually sit down either below parallel or parallel with your knees, you will feel your glutes. And then as I'm coming up, I'm driving up with my glutes. I'm never not using them. Even at the very tippy top of the motion right there, I squeeze them together. And then as I come up, I squeeze them together. And that's how I'm building the muscle and defining the muscle. Now, this is how not to do a squat. This is how I see a lot of people do it really shallow, or they'll go super duper fast and they won't go low enough and they'll just kind of be going across the motion. You want to take your time. Take your time, use your muscles. And this is probably the more common one I see. Chest goes all the way in between their knees, butt really doesn't sit down. I mean, I didn't feel my glutes at all when I was doing this, even though it looks like I'm sitting low enough. See there, when I brought my chest up, I actually engaged my glutes a lot more. Now, if you're having trouble with this, get a chair and just do a few to the chair. And then step forward and try it again and see how that feels. You may have to do the chair for a while, but you know. Alright, anyways, right here I'm about to do a jump squat. So as you can see, I go just as low as I do in a normal squat. You really, really want to sit down. And then when you jump up into that squat, you can see how my legs are flexing. Everything right now is tight. My core, my back, my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads, everything is tight. And you want to keep it that way throughout the entire exercise and thrust it up and really use as much power as you can. I like to throw my hands to the sky, just makes me, I guess, put a little bit more power into it. This is another way you can do a jump squat. I like these a lot because they help with your flexibility, and also I tend to sit lower in these. I don't know why. But yeah, those are wonderful. Now, going into the back lunge and the kick back. So as you can see, I'm really stretching my leg back in the lunge. One of the main things I see in lunges is that people do not, again, sit back enough. And even here, this is a little bit short for me. Same thing, I hadn't quite warmed up yet. So you really want to sit back. And same deal, use your glutes, use your hamstrings, the entire back of your leg to push yourself up into this. And then use your core, keep your chest up and keep your body, see how it's like a C that I have right now? You want to keep your core seriously engaged so you don't fall over or wobble or anything like that. If you need to, use a chair, have a chair right next to you and just put your hand on it so you can kind of keep your balance a little bit more. But you have to keep your chest up and engage your core, otherwise you're missing the point of the exercise. This is a core stabilizer, this is a glute builder, strength builder. I mean, it's a wonderful exercise. So you want to really make sure you kick the leg back. Don't keep it too straight or too bent. This is how not to do a lunge. This is what I see a lot, really short stepping themselves. You want to go heel to toe and lunge it out. This is a better lunge form. And if you look at my eyes, I kind of look to get my footing and then I keep my chin up. Yeah, and that's me showing you how not to do the lunge with putting your toe first instead of your heel. And then that's heel to toe. Now the lunge jumps, these are a lot harder if you're overweight, just purely 100% because you're moving more weight. Remember that. As you lose weight, these will get easier, not just because you'll be stronger, but also because you'll have less weight on you to push around. Now these are the leg raises. You can do these laying down if you don't quite have the stability to do them standing up yet, but these are wonderful. Really keep your core tight. You can feel it in your hip and in your inner thigh. You can see me flexing it there. Now, in case you haven't noticed, there's a reoccurring theme. core, 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 core. In any exercise you're doing, you want to have that core engaged all the time. It is so important. Alrighty, so that's it. If you guys have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below. Direct message me on Instagram. You can find my Facebook page as well. Anything at all, nutrition, riding related, strength related, stability, anything, just let me know and I will shoot you an answer back. Enjoy the workout, and I will hopefully post another video like this in the next coming week. If not, I will post one next week, and you guys have a lovely day.